it felt a little romantic. It felt a little bit like, oh, we're about to have our first kiss. Hi guys, it's Adria, and for today's video, I'm doing another story time video. I'm super excited. I haven't done a story time in a little bit. I did something new with my hair today. I wanted to try it out. I don't know, I always saw pictures of girls wearing buns, and I'm just like, girl, I want to do it. Every time I tried to do buns, they just looked weird. Yeah, let me know what you think. And today's story time is about the time I thought my doctor was gonna kiss me. I'm not even kidding. I legit thought he was gonna kiss me. Okay. This was a few months ago, and I actually already filmed this video, but once a video gets kind of old, I just like don't want to post it. I don't know, because I'm like, I know it's old. I don't know if people know it's old. I went back and I just watched the old footage to kind of like get points so I don't miss anything. Here is the time I thought my doctor was gonna kiss me. So I've had a bit of a skin problem for like the past year. It started maybe around this time last year. I just started getting like little bumps on my skin, mainly on my forehead and on my cheeks. Why can't I say that? I can't say I started. And so I started to just get like really fed up with it. I don't know, and like when I'd put makeup on, it would just look like I had sand under my foundation. It was so frustrating. Even the other day, because I still have the problem, you know, spoiler alert. Even the other day I was like crying about it. I know, like, but it is something I'm insecure about, and is something that I'm like self-conscious about, and I feel like when I'm like talking to people or when I'm looking at somebody like up close, like if I'm having a conversation with somebody, I feel like that's all they're looking at on my face. I decided to go to the dermatologist, and like I was just like, you know, talking about it with like my mom and my nan, and they're like, you should go to the dermatologist. I had never been to one before. Everyone in my family has been to one. I never had the acne problem. I don't know. My whole family would get like moles. They would go to the dermatologist to have them looked at, and like even I have them. And when I told them I never went to the dermatologist, they were kind of concerned. They were like, wait, but like, you know, our family, we have like moles and stuff. You may need to get them removed. So they were like, you should go to the dermatologist, Adria. So when we got there, my mom was immediately like, what the heck? I don't know, it kind of just felt like old and kind of dusty. Like, have you ever been in like someone's house where they have like all these like fake plants and it's just dusty? Old people's houses where it just has like a smell and there's just like dust all over everything. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. But I'm trying to give you like a visual, but the office was very small. So, you know, I didn't really care. I'm not about to walk out of a place if it just doesn't look good. You know, I'm not like, oh, this place looks dirty, I'm leaving. And the nurse was so super nice. Oh my gosh, she was so sweet. And she was like, oh my gosh, how old are you? And I was like, 23, I just turned 23. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm 23. So, you know, like she's a nurse and I'm like a nobody, so that's cool. But in the examination room, I'm sitting in a chair, right? For some reason, didn't think I would have to sit like on the examination table. I'm like, I don't know, I really don't have that huge of a problem. This doesn't involve taking clothing off or anything. So, you know, I didn't think that just my little face issue would involve me sitting up there, so I just sat in the chair. This is kind of funny, but there was a phone charger in the room, and I just plugged it into the wall and plugged my phone in. I was like, I don't know whose this is, but I'm gonna use it. So then the doctor comes in. I'm sitting in a chair, like right here, and he just walks like right up to like there, and I'm just like, I have to like look up at him to see it, like, The room was small, but he got very close to where I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Adria, nice to meet you. So he's like, hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so, nice to meet you. You're gonna have to sit on the examination table. Like, just said everything in one breath, and I'm just like, okay. So I go and sit on the examination table. He's like, oh, so what brings you in today? I'm like, well, I just have like some bumps on my face. I don't really know. And like he comes over, you know, like walks over to the table and he's like, you have such beautiful skin. As I'm talking about like the bumps on my face, he's like, oh, you have such beautiful skin. Going like this, and I'm like, oh, thank you. Oh yeah, I see that. You have like little bumps, yeah, right on your forehead, on your cheeks, on your chin. Yeah, I see that. And like, I mean, let's all agree. It's the American dream for a dermatologist to tell you you have beautiful skin. That was like my dentist. I would go to the dentist. I wouldn't even have an appointment. I would just go with my family and she'd be like, oh, Adria, can I see your teeth? And I'd be like, she's like, oh, you have such beautiful teeth. Like literally it's goals. Like it's goals in life for a doctor to tell you you have beautiful teeth, you have beautiful skin, like whatever they specialize in. It's the dream for them to tell you you have a beautiful thing of it. Besides maybe if you go to the gynecologist, that would be a little awkward. But I mean, and I get it, you know, you're a dermatologist. You gotta get up in someone's grill to see their face, their skin. And plus he was kind of older, so it's like, you know, your eyes aren't as good as they used to be. So get up close, girl. He's like, oh, you're 23, you look so young. Oh. And as he's explaining to me what the problem is, he's still, okay, this is my face, hi, and this is his face. He's still right there. Like, I could feel his breath on my face. And he's explaining to me, oh, you have an oil clog. Oh, it's nothing that serious. I'm gonna give you a prescription. I'll get you some free samples of it. You'll be fine. You know, he's still like up close in my face. I don't know. It just seems like maybe you could have backed up a little bit. There's some people that are just like that, where they don't have like a boundary, and I've met other people like this, so when they're talking to me, like, they don't know how to like have that boundary. Oh, I'm gonna like step away and talk to you. There are people that get right up in your face to talk to you. I get anxiety with doctor's offices in general, mostly just like with like getting physicals and just like the normal doctor. Like, I don't mind going to the dentist. I don't mind going to like the foot doctor that I had to go to. That kind of stuff doesn't freak me out. So I wasn't like super anxious about it. I was mostly just kind of self-conscious that I didn't have any makeup on and my face is all red. I go from feeling, you know, like, oh, I'm chill, this is cool, and you know, I had that nice conversation with the, you know, nurse, whatever, to, dude, really? I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, by the way. I don't want people to be like, oh my gosh, like, you just think every guy is creepy. You just have like daddy issues, Adria, so now you think every man is trying to kiss you. I can already see the comments, people turning this into something it's not. If he had magical lips that could have cured my bumps, like dude, let's make out. I don't care. Then as he's explaining to me like what the prescription for me is gonna be, he rests his hand on my upper thigh. I'm wearing the same shorts, okay? Like, literally, like, right there, okay? Excuse me, are you a gynecologist? Are you my gastroenterologist? No, I wasn't even this uncomfortable when I had a doctor sticking her fingers in my butthole. I had a colonoscopy and I wasn't even this uncomfortable. Dude, like, seriously? Rest his hand on my thigh and I'm just like, I just thought it was kind of weird. I'm not someone that's gonna be like, I'm triggered. But to me, it was just a little bit like, so then he leaves the room for a minute and the nurse is there and she's like writing down something and explaining to me like, you know, how to use the cream and stuff. Even her hand, like as she's writing on the table, like brushed up against my leg, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. Because I feel like working in the medical field, it can be so easy to get a lawsuit from somebody. Like, you touch the wrong person the wrong way, they're gonna be running off to court and trying to sue you and shut you down. I'm not gonna do that, obviously. You know how you can just tell people's intent behind things? You can like feel it. I didn't feel like he was predatory. I just think it was a little weird. I don't know, it felt a little romantic. It felt a little bit like, oh, we're about to have our first kiss. I don't know, he was just very intense anyway, like, cause I think the nurse did something wrong and he's like running all over the place. He was just a very like intense kind of person. So then he comes back to the room and he's like, anything else? No, I don't have acne on my boobs, dude. Sorry to disappoint. He probably didn't even mean it like that. I just remember that specifically. And when I had my prescription and everything and I was ready to go, he was like, okay. And he went on my leg. I'm like, I was also gonna ask him to look at the moles on my back because that was like another reason I wanted to go, but I was just like, girl, I'm not about to lift my shirt in this room. So I was just like, nope, that's it. For all I know, I could have like cancerous moles on my back and not even know it. And the thing is, like, it's not even male doctors. People might be like, oh, it's just because he was a man. It's like, no, because that same week I went to the foot doctor, and tell me a foot doctor isn't a huge opportunity for someone with a fetish to get all up in your space, okay? I was literally like, you know what? He can have sex with my feet. If he can fix my feet, he can do whatever he wants. So this is the face cream that I ended up getting. It's called Velton. I don't even think that his examination of my face was even accurate because this stuff made my face like peel off. I couldn't even like put makeup on my skin because it was just peeling off. I think you were too distracted by my beautiful skin. I think a package just came to the door. That was so scary. So anyway, and about the foot doctor, my sister had had toenail surgery before, and she was like, oh, I think he might have a foot fetish. And I loved him. He was so nice. We had each other laughing, you know, just making foot jokes and stuff. I can get down with doctors. I don't care. And so I had surgery on my toes, and, you know, I was nervous about that, but, you know, sometimes when I'm nervous, I just talk and talk and talk. I think that's what I do with YouTube, but he's like, you know, I've been doing this for 30 years, and, you know, this is something. Oh, now my thigh's all red. Now I should go to the dermatologist and have him look at it. Anyway, yeah, that was it for my little story time today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe down below. I post videos 3 times a week. You can follow me on all my social media. That is all linked in the description box below. And you can follow me on my vlog channel. Again, nothing against that doctor. I appreciate him taking time out of his day to examine me. It was just a little weird. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, I will see you guys again real soon. Until then, panda hugs. I love you guys. Bye!